This is 3 out of the 4 members of the 4x100 freestyle. Kim Payton passed away at the age of 29 from a brain tumor. I am so honored to have you join us here on Deck Pass Live. Your story is coming out in theaters on July 11th in the documentary The Last Gold. All right, guys, this is a huge honor for me. I am just in the presence of greatness right now. Like we said, one of the greatest untold Olympic stories. Shirley, let's start with you. So you come in known arguably as one of the most decorated, most accomplished female swimmers. Do you feel like you had a sense of responsibility to rally your teammates, to get everybody on the same page, like, all right, ladies, this is on us? Did you feel like that was your role as, one of the greatest women swimmers in history?
Well, going into these Olympics, we knew what our competition was, and it was the East Germans, and we were all pretty sure that they were doing something funny, but we didn't know what it was because we weren't doctors or anything like that. So it wasn't a surprise for anyone. And like being at the 72 Olympics, I think going into the 76 Olympics, it was a little more serious and not so much of a big celebration for us, and it was more of a job.
Right. Now, how did you maintain your focus throughout the games?
Probably from years and years of training,
right.
And you learn to focus and get the job done to what you need to do. So, you have a lot of discipline going in, and you know what you need to do.
So speaking of focus, let's go to you, Jill. So you're on the blocks, and you're 15 years old. 15 years old. What is that like emotionally, physically? Like, what is going through your mind? Do you even grasp what is happening against your competition?
Not really. At that age, I wasn't really quite sure what the Olympics were. I mean, I think, I had listened to it on the radio in '72, so it wasn't like it is today, where it's sort of like 2 weeks of just, spectacularness.
Right.
So I knew it was a big meet,
right.
But and I think that was good for me. Just not knowing sometimes is a good thing.
I was thinking that earlier today. I mean, we keep talking about the veterans, knowing that, what to expect. They have the advice, the insight. But there is a little bit of a positive side of being a rookie as well, don't you think?
I definitely think so. I think sometimes not overthinking things and just letting it flow is how people can maybe have those amazing swims and not be confined to what they're supposed to do.
Right. And then, Wendy, I just think this is so priceless. It had been almost 40 years since you 3 had been together until about last month, right? What is it like when you 3 get together? And what was it like having to relive these memories as you were filming this documentary?
Well, for me, certainly, I saw Shirley last year for the first time in about 38 years, so that was incredibly wonderful. Jill, I see every 4 years at our reunions here at the Olympic trials.
Right.
So when we found out a couple years ago for me that they were going to put this film together, and I kind of thought initially, oh good, we're going to be able to work on this together, see each other, work together.
Right.
But we were all filmed independently. And then to have this incredible film to come together where, spending time with Shirley, and she's got a great book out. I mean, it just, reliving that to me has just been, as dark as a period of time that was, and it clearly was. We walked away with it with something that very few people get to even experience,
right.
let alone have a bond that we have over 40 years that will continue for a very long time, because we went through something that nobody has ever gone through, and that has been powerful.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
Now, I think I was being told, was it you, Shirley, that sat down with the girls and were like, all right, what do you think you could go on your split? What do you think you could go on your split? Was that you? And you're like, oh, don't worry, I'll make up the difference?
It was not really.
Sorry.
No, it was kind of close, but
Take it away, Shirley.
pretty much we got together like the night before, and we like swam the race in our head over and over, and it was like, okay, I'm finished. Okay, you take it, And it was like we kind of train our bodies to win, and it was like mind over matter kind of thing, and it seemed to have worked.
Apparently it did. And Jill, what is it like for you being back at this Olympic trials in 2016? Obviously you were in the swimming world for so long, a coach of mine on some national teams. What is it like being here, and what's the difference that you've seen here in Omaha from all the trials that you've been to in the past?
Well, Omaha puts on quite a show, and
Right.
it's super exciting. I think it's super exciting for the athletes, but I am very happy happy to be in the stands watching.
Right.
I mean, I felt like as a swimmer, I enjoyed them, and it wasn't too bad. As a coach, it was very nerve-wracking because you're trying to keep track of all your swimmers and swimming everything through them. So now, as a spectator in the stands, I'm enjoying that process.
I'm sure it's a little bit more relaxing, right? So when
I'm a tourist.
Yeah, tourists in the house. We were talking about, what you guys have gone through. I mean, it's nobody are in your shoes. Talk about what the significance, like how much pride did you feel putting on that United States of America cap, getting up on that block and like, come on ladies, let's do this. We're doing this for our country.
I think because of that week and going, we had leaders. We had Shirley and Karen Moe Thornton who had gone, and Kim Payton who had gone through this before. And so you take for me, I was 21, married. They told me I'm well past my prime. So to me, to make an Olympic team at that age when nobody said it could be done, and then to have leaders on the team and have little Jill that's under your wing, and we're kind of all go through this together. But the pride that's involved, and especially that week,
right.
Where the East Germans, every day we heard their anthem play, right?
Yes.
Every day. And so, for us, you suit up and it's, God, you have a uniform, you're part of something really incredible.
Right.
And we were the best in women's swimming since 1952. We had never been shut out. So to have that, to wake up and wear that and then stand on the block and win as we did, and to watch what women like Shirley did before me, a lot of people, as we know, gave her a lot of crap through all of that. To me, I just looked at Shirley as, I never looked at her as a loser, never in my life. This was a woman who stood up, said what she was going to say, swam as she was going to swim. And for me, as a brand new Olympian, oh my God, I had just a lot of pride. I just was so proud of these women.
Such a special bond that you guys have.
I know,
you
just
guys
a
don't
winner,
make me cry.
a total winner.
I have to tell you, I had a moment this morning and I was thinking about, wow, I'm interviewing these three incredible ladies, and it hit me. I had the honor of saying that I was the anchor of the 2004 relay that broke the last East German world record.
Oh, I did not know that.
So you talked the goosebumps,
That's
right?
awesome.
Like how this all came about.
You
'Cause
know
talked
it.
about how we all at different walks and like you being the baby, everybody, and then it's like, and then I'm gonna come stick next to you, and you paved this way, and then I can proudly say that we raced the last East German on that record book. So what a special moment having you. Let's talk a little bit about the movie, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna want to see this. I cannot wait to see it. So there will be a one-day special event screening of The Last Gold on July 11th in theaters in 34 states and 136 cities across the country. For a showing near you, check out the Last Gold link at usaswimming.org.